This is where all the fun's happening, huh?
I think so.
All right.
Get them warm inside, they're done.
Right. Isn't it nice to be here for this? On camera?
That's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Good.
Just talking.
How are you? Tell these kids to get out of my seat. I'm not going. Get you right out of there. Yeah.
Purple or red? Just take a slab. Let's go. Here, guys, I want to grab that. Don't touch the cooler. I'm trying to. Our match getting canceled. I don't know.
We will in a second.
Good?
A minute. I want to tell you I did not have an opportunity to speak to the senior class at the senior class meeting. I have had so many of you in class in my drama classes when I was teaching, and I know so many of you. I want to tell you how much my family and I deeply appreciated all the cards that were sent to me when I was in the hospital and after I came out. We stopped counting at over 600. I was completely and totally overwhelmed. And I want to thank you, and I want to tell you how very, very much it means to me to come back and to work with you toward the end of the year, and to thank all the people who have helped you during the course of the year. And I also want to tell you that you truly are my first graduating class. And you're doing so well, and I'm so proud of you all. And thank you. An absolutely incredible, awesome prom, okay? Wait till you see the decorations, they are so beautiful. And we are also going to have a wonderful graduation in this gym, okay? And I am really looking forward to it. And today what we're going to do is you're going to elect our king wiener, okay? And it's going to be by your applause. I want to turn this over to Brandon right now and thank you again for welcoming me back.
Wiener Fest, Wiener King Court.
I know why y'all pulled me for wiener court here, but I'm sorry to say I don't have a wiener. I got an egg roll, a big egg roll. All right? I'm a big guy. I swear to God, I hide all my clothes and stuff. You girls want to see my muscles? Hey, you want to see? Where's Katan? Katan! cry now. Or in Marty's terms, I'm off the team. All right, I'm off the team. I'm off the team. Go, all right. I can see it in the news tomorrow. Buffalo Asian kid found dead in his backyard rice paddies. Wait. Cause of death, an overdose of egg rolls. Or the immigration office, like in Detroit, deports Dung Lee back to Vietnam for not being a funny wiener egg roll. Hey, it's easy to make fun of you guys too. All you white folks sit on your couches, watch TV, stuff your face full of potato chips. Hey, what's the number for the Jenny Craig number? You know what? You're all fat and slow, but us Asians, we're real fast. You know why I'm fast? Because it's hereditary. My dad's fast. Do you know the Vietnam War? All you white folks come over to Vietnam with your big guns and bombs. Kill Charlie, kill Charlie. My dad was going, oh no, don't kill me, run. Hey, I'm proud of my dad and I'm proud of being Asian. So if you want to laugh, look at my face, alright? Hey, my name means dumb for God's sakes. It means like poop or something like that. Dude, if you want to vote for these little spads, I'll throw it up. If you want to vote for a little Asian Wiener King egg roll, vote for me. Hey, wait. Secret Asian man. Come on. Oh, wait. Everybody stop your feet, alright? Yeah.
King Wiener. Thank you.
I don't really know.
Where you guys at? There you are. Say I'm not a wiener, because I got this Italian sausage. So please, give it to the meatball, give it to the rice eater, or give it to that loud-ass wrestling fan. I'm out. I love the rice patty man!
Right? When you add those three things together, you're going to get 0. That's what's going on here too. Because these things are arranged symmetrically around the origin. When you start combining them, when you start adding them, these you can think of these as representing vectors. And so you add these two things together, you get some vector.
Okay, part B goes back to like page 86, which is man minus c to the x to the n minus c.
Page 86?
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like that. Do the first, and the constant comes.
Tell us who you are.
I'm Yvonne Robbins of Hall Monitor.
And how long who you are?
I'm Yvonne Robbins of Hall Monitor.
And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, since 75.
Oh, a couple of years, huh?
Was allowing what to occur?
I just wasn't hearing this part of the story.
Well, what was Gwen going to end up doing?
Marrying the winner?
No. Axing the head off of the Green Knight, okay? All right, and so you have to come up with some unique game, contest, competition, or challenge for the modernization. Now, we love Gwen. I like that one. Yes? All right, back to our Moors again. All right, turn to page 82. Gwen was most afraid, if that would be the greatest fear. And extended, somebody said like having a David, we're with Gwen, and we're journeying to find the...
And just want to wish you luck and, let's see, send a special hello to Brian Blake.
Wait for the cue. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Times X
boss.
2y.
2y divided
X squared plus 2x y squared.
That was very good.
I didn't know what the answer. I knew
think a lot of people
it has a half of a point, a circle, then a big line. You can like revolve around something. Is that correct?
Things full of surprises. Whole circuit, we got 3 amps coming in. This is parallel, so we know that the 3 amps is going to break up.
Always use these two first.
Go over the branches.
1 plus 1 is 2.
After it goes through the resistors, it comes.
They're all gonna end up being 1.
But they don't end up being 1.
If you put all, if you make the common like denominator 4.
Now, come over here.
That's why we have.
How did you find the current again? Just current.
So we're 3 on 1. Okay, 3 on 1. So, what? This is a series right now.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
So you wanted to know how many? I told her. It's still in the, no, it's in the, it's in the second, no, yeah, it's in the box.
Goodbye, seniors from the corner!
Yeah! I've got an interesting thought for you. In 5 years, and 10 years, and 20 years, they will play this in your reunions.
Next year.
And Tim will be the first one to organize.
Join the fun. Thank you for high school dance trial.
I'm never coming back.
Will be held on Saturday.
And good luck, seniors. You've made my teaching very, very enjoyable, and I wish you the best. Going over
Big Monday.
Tell us what's supposed to be on the test.
I don't know. That's the problem, and it's this Monday.
Boland's somewhat cryptic and complex poem, It's a Woman's World, deals primarily with her interpretation of the woman's central importance to society. Although a cursory reading of the piece might suggest that it is only a complaint about the status women are given in society, this poem actually serves as a celebration of women and their dynamic qualities.
We have all the time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know how important it is for me to get married to you. Because I love you so much, and we've been together for 6 years, and I don't understand why we live together and we can't get married. we act like we're a married couple. We're devoted to each other, right? I mean, there's no one else.
No, but I just don't want to end up like my parents. They got divorced like 2 years after they got married.
The same thing all the time. We are not your parents. You have a different personality than your dad. I mean, you're not even like him. You're not even close to being like him. We are devoted to each other. I think it would work, and I don't understand why you can't do this to me if you really love me.
Even their pajamas are fashionable. Hey Zoe,
All right. God, you got me going, and I know you're active. That's great. Tell me your name.
My name is Brad the First.
And tell me your name.
My name is Priscilla Saputo, and I do want to get into theater, as you can tell.
Obviously. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
Great night could be. Okay, well, I don't know. But, you know what? Yes. Ed, why?
Because he's big.
Oh. Is it yours, Joseph Mass?
Or read the whole thing.
I get points, right?
1862, Puebla, Mexico. The surprise was that at this famous site, a smaller, less professional army of resistors led by one General Zaragoza succeeded in driving back the French.
That, what I'm hearing here is that the mother...
Who spends more time with your son, you or your husband?
Right now, because I'm working, I hate to say that, is my husband.
I mean, like, when you walk in the door,
It's
he
me.
like runs to you,
Right, it's Mama.
And as soon as you're home, he wants to be right.
Right.
Your mom's like the person you can like trust in. No matter what you do, your mom's always gonna love you.
It's really terrible to have I think it's really terrible to have the father be the one who's like, okay, the dad comes home from work and mom sits there and says, okay, this is what they did wrong, punish this kid. That's what my mom started doing with me and my sister when we were really little. My dad told her straight out, no, don't do that. I don't want my kids to hate me. So.
When there's a discipline problem they show, when should it be handled?
At that time.
At that time.
Especially if you're little, you're not gonna
Because
remember.
if you wait till, I remember when they get older, it's too late.
Are you a senior too?
Yes.
Everybody in here.
Oh, everybody's a senior. Hi.
I'm
Who are you?
Danielle. I'm the student aide for this class, and I help Mr. Slada do stuff.
Okay.
My portfolio. Do you want to see some of my drawings?
Sure, please.
How long does this have to be?
This one is on extinction.
Mm-hmm.
So use the tusks, the ivory tusks I take.
Very nice. And this, very nice.
Thank you.
Is it a lot of hard work?
Yes.
But you enjoy it?
Yes, I do.
Good. What do you hope to be doing next year?
Next year, I'm attending Central Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to study art and literature. So I hope to be a very successful artist soon, eventually, after
Great.
school.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I mean, you're a senior. What if you had that same opportunity?
I don't know, it's hard to call.
Hard to call.
I'll move on.
Okay. How many of you know girls who have done that, though? You've seen some of your friends put up with very bad traits with someone just because they're devoted to them? And, you know, maybe they jeopardize their own, they settle for less.
Right.
You know, protect yourself.
Yeah, I had a challenging time finding 310. What are you working at?
Hey, Tony, your ears are all red.
He's just jealous. What are you working at?
Where am I working at?
What are you working at?
I'm working on this handle right now.
Okay, and the handle would be used for?
This assembly right here.
Okay. And what program are you using?
AutoCAD 14.
Okay. How long you been? Clay. How long you been working at it?
I don't know, about a month.
Pardon? Nice work. How long does it take from start to finish to do a model?
Depends on how hard you work.
How long, on average?
If you've been, a couple months.
Couple of months?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe 2.
So you got to be dedicated to keep at it all the time.
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh.
You could kind of say that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
What happens if you make a major mistake? Is there a way of fixing it?
You can take, I mean, if I could just completely carve into here and just fill it with clay.
Oh, okay.
We've got extra clay.
Cool.
You run into the styrofoam in here a lot.
Okay. Tell us your
Hate all of you. And mine is a Porsche Cabriolet, thank you.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Marquita Bender.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank
Can I see your creation?
God, I'll kill you. Yeah, I've only been working on the side because I can't get my window in and all.
Okay.
And it's really upsetting. So.
Okay, hold on. No. So it'd be. Here's B.
With?
Stacy Rotiers.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
And Stacy is going to give us a real treat. She's going to share the inside of her locker with us. Go ahead, Stacy. Give it a whirl.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. But
Now, when we look at these, some of these grade point averages, Mr. Torp and I never saw anything. He wanted, I was a little higher than his, but he nowhere near this, so I can tell you that. We're going to start by introducing our valedictorians. These are young people that have achieved a grade point average of 4.0 or better. And we're so proud that we have 7 of them that we're going to honor this evening. We're going to do it alphabetically, and what I would like to do is that they would come up here. Mr. Torp is going to address them with the shawl and with the medal. You figured that out? What'd I tell you? You made him super tip. I was here before he. First, now the serious part. First, Kimberly Adams. Kimberly. Gotta see that. Kimberly Sandberg, stay with me. Andrew Hardy. Autumn Miller. Krasinski. Megan Benet. Stephen Warner. And our last valedictorian to be noted tonight, David Whitting. One salutatorian, David Hickey. Distinguishing between one of these valedictorians is the salutatorian grade point average falls between 3.59 and 3.99. Now, I want you to remain standing while we call the other honor set. Summa cum laude, following grade point average 3.90 to 3.949. The first one, Gabriel Kozak. Don Lee. Adam Winter. Those to be honored by the second cum laude, Jamie Palmville. This grade point average was 3.85 to 3.899. Danielle Sandberg. Cum laude recipients, 3.80 to 3.849. Julia Dial. Kelly Frazier. Karen Patasic. Jessica Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here are the highest academic honors achievable in high school. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Ms. President and Mr. Reader. The next award is the Academic Letter Award. To receive this medallion, a student must have maintained a 3.5 grade point average through 7 semesters of high school. It pleases me to call forward the members of the Board of Education to present this award. It is now time to recognize the officers of the class of 1999. Once again, I would ask Mr. Ronald Rosen to come forward and present the officers' goals.
This is a great honor because this class has so many honors that have been bestowed, as you could tell tonight. But it's because of these 4 young people that I'm going to introduce that have led this class all year. And I'll tell you what, they're not a greater bunch of kids to work with. Not kids, they're young people, they're young men and women. And we have to realize that. I'd like to give these 4 people an extra hand because this is all the extra. Thank you.
These are the A to C honor graduates for 1999. It's been a pleasure working with you. Good luck in the future. Give them another hand. Now, Ms. Sullivan.
Congratulations to the graduating seniors. Our very best to you. And now Mr. Joseph.
These students, it's been a pleasure working with you these last 4 years, and I wish you the best of luck in the next 4 years. Thank you. Now, Mrs. Valadon.
that we've applauded so many times this evening, and I certainly have applauded this group. They've been marvelous, wonderful to work with, and I thank you, and I applaud you, and I hope to applaud you in the future. Please keep in touch. Thank you. The next speaker is Ralph.
I know it's been a long evening. I'd like to say one thing. Just thought while I was sitting there. It takes a good school district to make good students, and it takes good students to make a good school district. Thanks to East Detroit School District and these wonderful young people that we've been blessed to have them cross our paths in these last 4 years. Actually, all the years since they entered kindergarten. Let's give them a great round of applause.
Yay, we're almost done. Okay, and we're making good time too. Okay, the Green and White Awards, they are the last presentation of the evening. And we award these, anyway, we award these flowers, that's what we're going to award, to the parents and the people that have really helped our senior class. And we do it every year, if she had students in our school or not. And that person is Lois Klein. And saving one of our most proud parents and staff members for last, we have Mrs. Nancy Clemens. Being our book teacher, Nancy may be more involved in the senior class than she wants to be. She has bailed us out and helped us solve problems on numerous occasions, and she's lent her home for homecoming floats and other parties and gatherings for the seniors. She's helped us with programs, and she's just offered so much of her time and energy to this year's senior class. And especially...
Forgot one. Yeah, you forgot one award. Just there. Our last Green and White Award goes to a woman who the class of '99 owes a great deal of gratitude to. This lady has come in this year as activity director when we were in trouble. She took over and was a quick learner. We were supposed to show her the ropes, but I think she showed us a thing or two. Ms. Schmidt, I am graciously proud to... Sorry. You know how much this means to us. Thank you very much for everything we've done this year. We love you. Wow. In closing, I would like to give a special thank you to some of the most important people who are here tonight, our parents. Without them, we would not be where we are today. Parents are the ones that have pushed us, the ones that have showed us the way. Before you leave tonight, give your parents a big hug. They deserve it.
High School Band for their fine rendition of Pomp and Circumstance. And I invite all of you to please stand and join me in singing America the Beautiful. Senior members of the band and choir, please join your respective performing groups. Now, to officially welcome you to the 1999 commencement ceremonies, it gives me great pride and pleasure to introduce Ms. Valerie Rabo, sharing with us her best wishes and reflections of the class of 1999. Ms. Valerie Rabo.
Faith in yourself and in things greater than yourself can empower you to be successful in this world. Have faith in mentors, religions, teachers, and parents. They will show you the way. Believe in something greater than yourself in order to go successfully from this place. Soon, most of the things familiar to us will start to change. As we move on, we leave behind many memories. The first day of our freshman year, dances, senior week, prom, and many more. Along with these memories are many friends. These friends have come together over the past 4 years to form a family of over 200 people. With these friends, there have been happy, sad, exciting, boring, and fun moments, which we have all gone through together. In a song by Michael W. Smith called Friends, There's one line I would like to share with you. It says, "Friends are friends forever if the Lord's the Lord of them." Whether you believe in the Lord, this is how I know that we will forever remain friends. We are all nervous, excited, and anxious about what lies ahead as we go our separate ways. But always remember our bouquet of wildflowers. We are all unique, but will never be apart. Thank you.
It's
distinguished guests, and parents, and good morning to the graduating class of 1999. It is my great pleasure to present to you the class flower of the class of 99. Our class chose wildflowers to represent themselves. More specifically, we chose the yellow daisy, white freesia, with the background of purple cassia, all tied together with a purple ribbon, representing loyalty. Loyalty to our high school and families.
Good morning. It's a happy day. Good morning. Thank you. Each year, the graduating class at East Detroit High School adopts an original theme and motto that reflects the class's feelings about the events that have passed and the events that have yet to come. The theme and motto are chosen through a contest, which is decided by a class vote. It's open only to seniors, and everyone from the class has the opportunity to submit his or her work. This year, the committee in charge of organizing the competition and collecting theme proposals was co-chaired by Ms. Michelle Lavoie and Mr. Adam DePetris. Adam, Michelle, please stand now and be recognized. The theme chosen for the class of 99 was composed by the most talented and well-rounded human being I have ever known. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my profound honor to recognize Mr. Stephen J. Warnick. And our theme reads, separate people, unified by a distinct bond. We are unique by ourselves and breathtaking together. Like a meadow of wildflowers full of diversity and beauty, we are the class of the millennium, sprinkled with talent and intelligence. Alone we can stand, but when brought together, we thrive. Letting fate take our hand, we grow in whatever setting Mother Nature provides. We adapt and continue to excel in our environment. Like a wildflower, we cannot be put into categories. We are simply individuals who together will take the world by storm. There is nothing to hold us back. The opportunities are endless. The class motto is a single line from the theme that captures its essence. Like a wildflower, we cannot be put into categories. We are simply individuals who together will take the world by storm. And now, it is my extreme pleasure to give you once again our class president and my very dear friend, Mr. Timothy Brzezinski. My very dear friend, Mr. Timothy Brzezinski. It gives me great pleasure to present the class banner created by Sean Hughes. I would like to recognize him for all of his hard work. Please stand. Take a good look at this banner. Notice the storm clouds and the thunderbolts, along with the dry, cracked land that the wildflower emerges out of. Think of that wildflower as a symbol of our class. Now imagine the storm as the real world we're about to step into. The clouds are thick and black. Loud, crackling thunderbolts can be heard. The tiny, minute wildflower has its back up against the wall. Life will sometimes be windy like the storm. There will be rough times, sacrifices, hardships, trials, and tribulations. There will not always be a pretty blue sky with a bright yellow sun shining down upon us. However, that storm will eventually pass. That ground will become watered, creating life for the wildflower, for the class of 1999. Grass will grow, and maybe a rainbow might even shine. Who knows? The point is, that wildflower will survive. It will move on from that particular storm and grow. You, the graduates of the class of 1999, will be that wildflower. You will encounter tough situations in the years to come. You will have stormy periods in your lifetime. Expect them.
But the class in your environment, whatever it may be.
that you can adapt to any situation, any environment, and any problems. The good days are ahead of us. We have beautiful days when everything goes our way. We'll become vibrant, exuberant, and ecstatic about what is to come. Yeah, that storm will come, but it will not overtake us. We will recover, and it will make us stronger. We, the class of 1999, will overcome that storm. We, the class of 1999, will take the world by storm. Remember, though, who's able to help you through that storm. Those are the most important people in your life. For me, I'd like to thank my family for everything. I love you guys dearly. My parents have taught me so much about life, people, and common respect. Thanks, Dad, for always coming to my soccer games. And thank you, Mom, for always lending an ear to me whenever I needed to talk. They probably learned that from their parents, my grandparents, who are here today, and I also thank them for all their encouragement. On a side note, happy 88th birthday, Grandpa. I hope your life continues to be wonderful and fulfilling. My brother Danny has always made me question ideas and has been very supportive throughout my life. Kevin, you have taught me so much through your silence and just determination to accomplish tasks. Rosemary, or Little Bucky as I like to call her because she has buck teeth like me. You have made me understand children, their needs, and are just so darn cute. My close friends, Kathy, the NFL, the corner, and Jessica, thank you. I appreciate everything. I also cannot leave the stage without thanking my teachers. All of you have helped me out in ways unimaginable. Our senior class advisors, Ms. Schmidt and Ms. Petrick, have supported every new idea and anything I ever tried. They need a big round of applause for all their incredible hard work this year. Ms. Battaglia has also taught me so much about myself and how to do a little introspection every once in a while. I also learned from her that picking your nose when no one is looking is still picking your nose. Thank you, Miss B. Finally, I'd like to thank Ms. Hallberg. You have inspired me in countless number of ways. Your warm heart, bright smile, and love of your students has taught me more than words can say. I'd like to leave you with one lasting thought, a poem by Robert Frost called The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you. And now, I would now like to introduce you to a man who I hold the utmost respect to. He has outstanding academic achievements as well as an impeccable character. Our valedictorian, ranking #1 in our class, Mr. Steve Warnick.
Well, I don't know if anybody could follow that up, so let's give us another round of applause for our class song. June 12, 1999. This one day has been pictured in our minds for years. We've dreamt about it, yearn for it to come, wish for it to show its face, and finally, the moment has arrived. The time to put closure on our days at East Detroit High School, and a time for each one of us to stand up and find a new path. This moment is now upon us. Some of us felt this one momentous day would never come, and now that it is here, many look upon it with sadness and remorse. We're not upset because we're leaving behind our homework books, not in tears over accepting our diplomas, but merely sad because of the people we as a class must depart from. Throughout our lives in the East Detroit school systems, we've all made friends and drifted apart from just as many. Think of all the people with whom we spent every second together in 7th grade, but yet haven't spoken to in years. Or the people that you always avoided just because they're different. Now that we've matured together as a senior class, we have come to share unity. We set aside our differences and our old arguments, and we finally came together as a class. Suddenly, we talked to that old best friend, or said hello to that person we always thought was strange. Look around you. Look at the person in front, next, or behind you. Did you ever take the time to know this person, or converse with them? If not, it isn't too late. Accepting one another for what we are, and not judging each other in what we are not, is the one most important thing we've gained as a senior class. Starting my senior year back in September, I was nervous because I didn't feel as if I was close enough with many people in our class, and maybe many of you felt this way as well. As the year progressed, however, my attitude changed immensely, and I began to see the unity we all did possess, the unity that ended up making us a strong senior class. From our times at the senior picnic, dancing the night away at homecoming, and waking up early for those senior meetings, to senior week, prom, and Oscar night, we've all grown closer. As we all move on, don't be upset about the time we could have had, or the friends that perhaps could have made, but rather, be content that we all had the opportunity to experience so much with so many different people. Remember deep inside to give each other a chance, and most of all, keep every one of your classmates dear in your hearts as you pursue whatever goals that you have set for yourself. Thank your parents, friends, family, and teachers for all their support throughout our high school career. I know that without my mother and father, I could never have come as far as I have. Their love and support has guided me through everything. To my sister and all my family, Mary, Carol, and Mark, and my grandparents, I'd like to give a huge thank you. I know that I have a wonderful family because half of them came from Maryland and drove 10 hours just to be here tonight. To all of my friends, especially Kelly, Amber, Luke, Julia, Joby, Jeff, Valerie, Tim, Andrew, April, and Christine, and of course, Dummy. Thank you for making my life fun through all the stress. To the teachers who have guided me, from Miss Georges and Mrs. Sleep, to Mrs. Hallberg, Miss Tuzolino, Mr. Rader, Mr. Kilday, Mrs. Patrick, and Mr. Dolman. Without your guidance, I could never have made it. Make sure each and every one of you takes a second to remember those special people. Without them, we wouldn't be here today. We've all made an impact on each other, and each and every one of us has helped to contribute to the unique bonds that we have as a class. Indulge in your memories, and remember that there never was, and there never will be, a class like us, the class of 1999. Thank you.
So, finally, here we are to witness the commencement ceremonies. But contrary to how many of us perceive this event, a commencement is really defined as a beginning. But a beginning of what? You've completed 13 years of school, everything required of you by the government, for the rest of your life. And what are you left with? Well, it's arguable, but I say, what are you left with? The world. Now you say it like that, it sounds good, but the world is a big and impersonal place. The world is not going to hold your hand or give you the benefit of the doubt. The world does have opportunity, and most of us are going to be in it for another 60 years ago, which is an amount of time in which a lot can happen. But I think every adult in here would agree with me when I say that things happen for you a lot faster when you make them happen. If you leave here today and you just float, if you don't establish a direction for yourself, chances are you probably aren't going to go anywhere. This can all be very intimidating, even threatening.
unless you take control of your future. The first step in establishing control of your future and establishing a direction is to understand yourself. Think about where you have been through life and how has it brought you to where you are now. Think about where you're headed and ask yourself if you're really happy with that. Think about what you would really like to get out of the next 5 years or so, academically, professionally, personally. Ideally, how would you live? How would you work? How would you relate to other people? How would other people perceive you? It's not just about what you want to be, it's about who you want to be. Your job or your course of study are just another part of that. And once you've painted this picture of an ideal existence, allow yourself, every single one, to consider the possibility that you could actually get there, that you can be that person. Dreaming is one thing, but the real challenge and the real risk and the real opportunity is taken when you put these ideas into action and embrace your hope. 4 words from Mr. Rader. If you know what, say it with me, please. Go with your heart. Challenge the uncertainty that lies ahead. We all know that the biggest opportunities often have the biggest risks, so don't let the fear of failing hold you back from establishing a meaningful and fulfilling existence. And more than anything else, don't ever sell yourself short. I know far too many of you personally who have accomplished less than you are capable of because your family, your teachers, and your friends like me have allowed you to doubt your ability. Now is the best time you ever have to change that. You owe it to yourself. No matter what challenges lie between you and your dreams, no matter how much adversity, how much competition you will encounter along the way, follow your heart. It is unconditionally the best way to approach the coming years and the rest of your life. As far as I'm concerned, it's the only way. I'll tell you why. Because in order to accomplish anything substantial in this world, you absolutely need to have a solid work ethic and a positive attitude. To be committed to what you do. To stay focused on the task before you and stick with it even when times are difficult, even when the future is really uncertain. Also, when you work hard and give that commitment to a task, you will by necessity succeed. You may not make it to the very pinnacle of accomplishment or be the top in your field, but your initiative and work ethic will be noticed and will be rewarded professionally. Now, that's a lot to do. And I believe the only way to commit that much energy and sacrifice to an activity is if you are thoroughly inspired by it. If it is something that does not feel like work to you, but instead is a pursuit that brings you personal enrichment, enlightenment, joy, and fulfillment. Just think about it. We got a lot of years left. My final message I would like to communicate to you today, as we go our separate ways and embark each on our own inspired personal journey for ourselves, is that we all take care of others along the way. You know, I really believe that the only duty and obligation that we have to society is to become the most wise, satisfied, complete person we can be. And it's awfully paradoxical and convenient that there is no better way to improve yourself and feel complete than by developing personal connections with others. Wherever you go, invest in the relationships you have. Be kind, be considerate, and above all, be compassionate. Reach out to people and they will almost always reach back. Remember that when you enrich and enlighten another, you can't help but do the same for yourself. As that beautiful song from 2nd grade goes, love is like a magic penny. You know the rest of the words. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to establish a meaningful bond with someone because you may someday lose it or lose that person. Love is an investment that you never really lose because even if you leave something behind physically, as long as you always remember what it has taught you, gather strength from its lessons its lessons when you need it, and carry its essence with you wherever you go, then you are never without it. I will leave here. I will be far. I will never be without you. I will never be without my family.
I will never be without this building. When you take away all the medals and the stoles, the high school GPAs and the ACT scores, because after today they really don't mean anything, what you've got is a bunch of young people sitting here in rows who've all accomplished one thing. When we all leave here today, we will have the same piece of paper. It truly is a fresh start. And where we go from here is entirely up to each one of us. I challenge each of you to go on and to demand more from yourself. And to demand more for yourself. To take a risk, to push the limits of what you're comfortable and secure with. And to seek new answers. To seek new questions. And all the while to never forsake the memory of this building and these people. I know I will always bleed green and white. Thank you.
Friends of our graduates, it is truly an outstanding class. I'd like to take a special acknowledgement for Mrs. Petrick and Mrs. Schmidt. Please stand. The work is on the way. To George Sabujan. Where are you, George? Some special thanks. I have to take a little personal time here to thank President Burton, Superintendent Torp, board members, staff, and above all, the outstanding class of 1999 for letting me be part of your Chandler family. My speech will be short. I promise you that. I don't have to go any further than the first page of your yearbook. Endless possibilities. I want you to read underneath that picture. There's a little quote, and I'm going to paraphrase most of it. It happened to be the last senior class that I was advisor for in this building. And I was kind of taken back by it as I looked at it, and it sure fits this class. The hallways at East Detroit High School provide the perfect opportunity for Shamrocks to dream of what is to come. This is an outstanding class. As you walk through life towards the future, you ponder all the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Excellent choice for your yearbook. In your hearts, you know that you have no limit to what you can achieve. To paraphrase one of your seniors, and this will be the end as far as I'm concerned here, I am taking from Angela Detloff, who stated on that same page, there is no limit to your potential and what you can accomplish. If you use all the skills that you learned here at East Detroit High School, there is no stopping. At this time, I'm going to end there because I'm going to get emotional in a few minutes here. And at this time, I would like to call Superintendent Torp. Superintendent Torp, under the authority granted to me by the state of Michigan and the East Detroit Board of Education, I do hereby certify that these candidates have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Michigan and the North Central accreditation agencies, and are fully qualified and prepared to receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Rusin. Graduates, honored guests that are here this afternoon. I'd like to share just a couple of things with you. I have no speech, but I have some comments that I hope will become meaningful to you. First of all, I've seen this all over the place. It's called Shamrock Pride. And you might wonder to yourself, well, what does that man know about Shamrock Pride? I thought I could share a couple personal things with you that maybe you could figure out your own. You know, first of all, you never know how good or how well you have something until you leave it. And I was thinking about myself today. I was your principal here many years ago, and I never thought in my career that I'd ever have the opportunity to face graduates like this again. And when I sat in the back and waiting for you to come out, it grabbed me all over again of what I really missed most in my career. And I can tell you, I missed most of my career being the principal of this high school and seeing things like I saw today. You think in terms of, what else could there be? You know, I watched graduations. I was here for over 20 years. And through those graduating classes, I served as a teacher as well as principal. I watched my 2 sons and my daughter graduate. And so again, when I sit up there and I think about Shamrock Pride, do I have a history that deserves your respect for the feelings I may have for Shamrock Pride? You betcha. You betcha. You know, when you think in terms of what you as a senior class have done to me personally, and you don't even know it, you have no idea, class 99, what you've done to the superintendent to again rekindle that whole spirit, that whole meaning of Shamrock Pride. And I'll tell you what it is. Do you remember when that charge was led by the students, primarily students of your class, that you will not change the name of this high school to East Point, Michigan? Do you remember that? And do you remember how snarly you got about that whole thing? Do you remember that? You sent a message to me as your superintendent, and you sent a message to this community. Don't fool the name of East Detroit High School. It has a tremendous history. You would rob people of that history, including me, your superintendent. You would take away what I owe to this school and to this district. Wherever you go, you will find people, and if they say they graduated from East Detroit High School, you will immediately have a bond with them. You will grab their hand, you will hug them and say, God, I went to East Detroit High School too. I think when I asked Ron Newsom to come back and be our principal for 6 weeks, I asked him, I said, Ron, for 6 weeks. I know Shamrock Pride kept him here. And I'll tell you one thing, he went through a lot as your principal, but I want you to know something. I believe it was a dream come true for him to be the principal of this high school that he adores so much. And to stand before you and get the recognition that you gave him, he will never forget this. And I will tell you, it will become the most significant thing in his life as it relates to this career. And you know, when you leave, the last thing you'll probably leave behind today will be that cap and gown you're wearing. You'll leave that behind. It's probably for most of you the thing you'll drop off and walk away from you. But I'm asking you to remember one thing that you never ever leave behind. And that is that fierce loyalty to East Detroit High School and to that family that's connected with it. With that said, I'd like to Mr. Rusin has duly certified that each of you sitting out there with that cap and gown on deserve to receive your diploma from East Detroit High School. By the power invested in me as superintendent from the North Central Accreditation Bureau, from the board, from the Michigan State Board of Education, and from the board, the East Detroit Board of Education, I do now recognize and declare that you are all official graduates of East Detroit High School.
Thank you, Mr. Torp. At this time, we're going to start the presentation of diplomas. We're going to move those on the stage first of all. Mr. Torp, you will present the diplomas to us. Timothy John Krasinski. Autumn Patrice Miller. Andrew James Lardy. Jeffrey James Clements. Jessica Lynn Sharp. Valerie Jo Rabo. Stephen Joseph Warnick Jr.
Congratulations, graduates. Mr. Ruzin will now lead us through the traditional ceremonies of our graduation. Mr. Ruzin.
It was 50 years ago today, a different part of this building, but I'm going to lead you through the same thing that I was led through when I sat in your seat, okay? You people that have rings, if you have a ring, the ED should be facing you. Now I want you to take it off, turn it around so that the ED tells everyone that you're an East Detroit graduate. I see everyone struggling to get up. You need some soap and so forth. Now I would like you all to stand, please. And we're going to move our tassels to the left and right. 96, 97, 98, 99.
Thank you, Mr. Ruzin. At this time, I would like all the new graduates to remain standing and join the people who made so much of what is today possible, our parents. Thank you. I would like everyone to stand now and sing with the graduates of the class of 1999, the alma mater of East Detroit High School. Ms. Jessica Sharp, Student Assembly President, will now give the farewell closing of the 1999 commencement ceremony. Immediately following the farewell, I cordially request that our guests remain standing as the graduates exit. Thank you for being with us on this very, very special day. Ms. Jessica Sharp.
Good morning and congratulations, graduates. Today I am privileged to have the last words of this ceremony. When I was elected as Student Assembly President, I have to admit that my biggest fear was knowing I would have to speak at graduation. However, I realized that this is one of the best parts of my job, and I am so honored to be able to address all of you. When I thought of all the different things I could speak about, I decided to narrow it down to the three most important. First, I would like to start with an apology. My only regret in high school is not getting to know each and every one of you on a personal basis. For some of you, a name is all I knew, and I'm sorry for that. It is unfortunate that some of you I will never see past today, but it comforts me to know that several of the relationships I have built will last for many years to come, and a few will last forever. Next, I would like to thank all of my teachers and all of the administrators. I think I speak for everyone when I say I couldn't have done it without you. Even through the bad times, I realized that you only wanted what was best for us. So again, thank you. On a more personal level of thank yous to Tracy, Jackie, Randy, Kathy, Brian, and Jeremy. Thank you for all the times you were there for me. Whether you gave me your shoulder to cry on, a nice smile in the hall, or just a simple Slurpee memory, this year would have been much harder without you. To Tim, you are and always will be my best friend. You have truly made an impact on my life, and I can't thank you enough. To my family who has stood by me and encouraged me in everything I've done, I'm blessed to have such a loving family. No matter what my decision, I knew I could look to you for support. I thank you and love you for everything. Finally, I would like to remind you all that this is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in the book we call life. Don't forget to glance back every once in a while. After all, you are the author, and the experiences here are what has allowed you to grow and prepared us for the future. You see, high school does many things to a person. It brings them to reality at points, it lets a person discover themselves, while at the same time discover who their classmates really are. But most importantly, it allows people to make friends. High school has been a great experience for me. I will never forget the friendships I have made at East Detroit. Many of you have affected my life in one way or another, and I am grateful for that. I don't want to end with goodbye, but rather with, I hope to see you again soon. I wish all of you the best of luck, and as said before, let's take the world by storm. Thank you.